Welcome on a new episode on Fishy Friday here at Bart's Fish Tales. And today I'm going to make one of my very favorites. Why? Because it's a really classic dish, it's a delicious dish, it's an affordable dish, and it's really quick to make. It's TROUT almonds, it's trout and almonds. Okay, so the dish, it's really easy. We're going to pan fry trout as a whole. And we're going to add some almonds and butter, because almonds and butter really go well together, especially they get a bit crunchy and caramelized, goes perfectly with the trout. We can bring in some acidity with the lemon. But trout, why trout? Trout is affordable, trout is really delicious, trout is high in omega-3, really oily fish. And especially if you search for an organically farmed trout, these are really sustainable. Okay, first step, bring in some flour. I'm not going to clean the fish from the outside because there's a lot of protein on it. And this protein makes sure if you're going to pan fry it, you get a really crispy skin. Especially if you add some extra flour on it. Bit of salt. Both sides. Using white pepper. Both sides. And a bit of vegetable oil. And what I've got here is like a special seafood pan, a fish pan. Make sure if you use a pan, because you don't necessarily need a pan like this, but make sure that you first test the size of the fish and the size of your pan. Good. Bring this to high heat. Okay, get rid of the excess flour and lay the fish in the pan. So in the first step now we create this crispy skin. The crispy skin is delicious and it's really nutritious. Okay, so now I give it a turn. Beautiful. Getting caramelized. So I gave it around 3-4 minutes at one side, and now give it another 4 or 5 minutes at the other side, which is now on 50%. And this is the time I'm going to add the butter. Now add this into the pan. So now I lower the heat to medium. Okay, so now I scoop the hot butter on top of the fish. Make sure the butter is not going to burn, but that it gives like a nutty flavor, a nutty smell, which is called like in French like beurre noisette. Okay, I gave it another turn back. Oh, beautiful. Add butter at this side too. Time to plate up. Place the fish on top of the plate. And I know my fish is ready, because if you press on the backbone of the fish and it's loose from the bone, your fish is perfectly cooked. I gave it like 4 or 5 minutes each side. I've got the hot butter here, and now I'm going to add the almonds. So what I want, my almonds are getting like brown, nice, caramelized, gives this nutty flavor, this nutty smell. Okay, so these are the nuts. I give it a bit of Maldon sea salt. Yes, this is nice. I give it a bit of lemon. A few drops of lemon. Oh, there we go. Take it off the heat, and now we scoop it over. The nutty, the almonds. And I've got some parsley here, which we'll add to the latest scoop. Okay, time for a taste, and I'm going to eat this trout from the bone. Remember this, guys, if you buy a whole fish, if you eat the fillet of the fish, it has a bit more flavor because you eat it from the bone. It's a really good tip to do so. Okay, so there we go. We eat it off the bone, a bit of the skin, a bit of the beautiful oily flesh of the fish, a bit of the almonds with the caramelized butter, drop of lemon. There we go. Ah. This is the purest way to eat seafood. It's so good, it's so delicious. You taste the oiliness of the fish, and the butter, and the crispiness, and the crunchiness of the skin, and the almonds, and the acidity of this one drop of lemon. If you have any comments, any questions, please leave them in the box down below. If you like this video, give it your thumbs up, and hope to see you soon on another Fishy Friday. Bye bye.